The cup and handle candlestick pattern really is one of the most important patterns to understand, as because it is so big, it can be extremely accurate. And if you don't have this candle pattern in your vocabulary, you can be trading or investing blind when this pattern does pop up. In this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to identify this pattern and to use it to improve your profits, whether you are investing on a long-term horizon or day trading. Be sure to stay tuned until the end of the video to get all of the important information. What's up, guys? It's Jordan Crypt here. Welcome to the Coin Bureau Trading channel. If you are new, please subscribe. And if you are trading along with us, be sure to follow the Bybit link in the description to sign up an account there and take advantage of the awesome benefits that we have organized for this community. Be sure to subscribe to my personal trading channel for full crypto tutorials with everything you need to know to build a rounded, full trading plan. From strategies to indicators and even including beginner content on price action candle reading. Be sure to put on the notifications there for the new content and the live trading streams. That link is in the description, along with the link to our Discord community, where I am dropping my own personal TA throughout the week, and our community members are dropping their trading setups every single day and trading together and learning from each other. We can see by the P&L share group that the crew is absolutely killing it using our strategies. Let's talk first now about the characteristics of the cup and handle pattern. This pattern usually appears after a big rally when the market needs to pause and catch its breath. The pattern consists of 5 key components, which then lead to a breakout higher. The first 4 components help shape the structure for the pattern's name because they form the outline of a cup with a handle. Number 1, a strong uptrend to set up the potential pattern. Number 2, a retracement of the previous rally. Number 3, a rally back up near previous high. Then number 4, a drift sideways in pricing with a slant to the downside. After a big uptrend in price, number 1, the market begins to correct lower, number 2, shaping the first half of the cup. The dip, number 2, generally retraces about 30 to 50% of the length of the previous uptrend. However, there are times when a deeper correction may occur. Once a bottom is formed, the prices will begin to rally. Number 3, this rally pauses within 10% of the previous high, and at this point, the cup portion has been created. Now that prices are near the old high, bullish traders stop buying and wait to see if a breakout takes place. Traders who bought near the old high are thankful and nervous at the same time. They're thankful that prices have rebounded back to the old high, but nervous about another sell-off. They are considered the weak hands, hence selling the asset gradually, creating the handle number 4. However, the total volume begins to decrease as the market is running out of sellers. The price trend is from sideways to slightly lower, and it carves the handle of the pattern. In the end, the pattern takes the shape of a coffee cup with a handle on the right side. The pattern is confirmed when prices break above the high of the handle as the previous uptrend continues. The cup and handle pattern cannot exist without a prior trend, and thus is found very frequently within the crypto market. And really, the earlier that you can notice this pattern starting to occur, the better you are able to trade it, and we're going to go deep into this when we look at some practical examples. One of the slight variations of this pattern is the cup and high handle. Keeping in mind that the handle must form within 10% of the old high, there are times when the market is extremely bullish and the handle pushes slightly above the old high but remains within 10% of it. These situations are considered to have a high handle. The result of the pattern remains the same, where it is a minor breakout higher, then price trades sideways with a drift and declining volume to form the handle. Then the pattern is confirmed when the market breaks above the highest price of the handle. Now let's move into how to identify the cup and handle pattern. And remember, the earlier the better. The pattern starts with an uptrend followed by a 30 to 50% correction, and you can simply use your measurement tool on TradingView to measure this correction to see if it is between 30 and 50% of the previous trend. You can also use the Fibonacci retracement tool for this, and there is a video on this on my channel. I will drop it in the description. After the market has retraced into that 30 to 50% zone, you can then start looking for a rally to begin pressing prices back towards the old high. As prices approach the old high, a failed breakout traps both recent buyers and buyers at the bottom of the base. Recent buyers see their small floating gain evaporate, and buyers from the bottom of the base fear a double top reversal. Both sets of buyers exit the market, and as a result of this entrapment, these buyers are nervous and slowly sell out, creating the handle of the pattern. Important to keep in mind is that the handle must form in less time than it takes to form the cup. On most occasions, the handle will form in about 1/5 to 1/3 of the time required to form the cup. Additionally, the handle needs to stay in the upper half of the cup and not drop into the lower half of the cup's price range. An effective handle will drift lower rather than trend lower, and I'm going to show you this on the charts. This shows doubt among short sellers who become nervous about the failed trend to the downside. As a result, they close out their positions, which adds a little buying pressure to the market, popping the price just a little. Then new buyers enter the market as they see the technical setup complete, pushing the market above prior highs. This adds even more strength to the bullish trend. Now about how to actually trade the cup and handle pattern. And there are two major ways to do this. One is an earlier entry, preempting the breakout and the confirmation of the pattern, and the other is the confirmation. The way that I like to trade this is entering at the early preemptive entry at the trend line break in the handle, and then on the confirmation of the trade, putting my stop loss to break even and adding some margin into that strong upward movement. But this is a matter of preference. Firstly, draw a resistance trend line encompassing the highs of the downtrend within the handle. For the earlier entry, a break of this resistance is your signal within the pattern to buy. The second opportunity is to buy a break of the high of the handle. Waiting for a break above the handle's high is a more conservative approach, as you're seeking confirmation from the market that the price is hitting new highs. The risk and stop loss on the trade will be set at the low of the handle. This way, if the breakout fails and falls back below the handle's low, then you can close out the trade at a small loss and move on to the next opportunity. If the breakout is successful, then you can consider moving your stop loss to the break-even level, locking in the trade without experiencing a loss. The target for the cup and handle pattern is fairly simple. Measure the distance from the cup high to the cup low and project that same distance beginning at the handle's low. So long as the handle remains within the upper half of the cup, this level of price projection leads to an attractive risk to reward ratio on the trade. And because the cup and handle pattern does include so many candles, it very often does lead to accurate price targets. Let's now take a closer look at this very nice example of the cup and handle pattern on the weekly time frame for Bitcoin. This pattern is extremely powerful on the daily time frames, but I would recommend first zooming out to the weekly to get a strong understanding of the pattern before you move into the smaller time frames. Here we can see the previous uptrend, and here the retracement and bottom forming the cup of the pattern. Then very nice and a strong characteristic to pick up on here is the drift sideways to the downside of the little handle of the cup. It's important to note that it is particularly powerful when you see this as a drift down and not just a swing like we do see in the cup. Of course, this idealistic example is very easy to identify and draw in as the cup and handle, with the very nice clear resistance trend line at the top of the cup. This is where it starts to get interesting and fun in identifying these patterns early. Even when you see price down towards this section here, you can start to identify a cup. Then once you see the reaction at the resistance and the drift down, the ultimate place to enter this pattern is at the bottom of the handle. This is of course where you need to employ your other indicators, such as your horizontal support and resistance. You can use your fixed range volume profile there for your high volume nodes. You can also use your Fibonacci retracement to get your strong levels, and of course your more advanced indicators such as the market cipher. Here we can see two potential levels for entry, the first one and my preferred one being at the signal of the reaction at the bottom of the handle. The other more conservative entry, or the confirmation to add more to your trade, being the break of the old high at the top of the handle. Then to extrapolate the price target, just take a trend line from the top of the cup to the bottom, and for the more conservative entry, that target would be from the entry at the bottom of the handle, and the more extreme price target from the breakout at the top of the handle. We can see in this idealized example that both take profits were hit with very nice accuracy. For the sake of brevity in this tutorial, I'm going to leave it there, but try to scour through your charts historically to find as many examples of this as you can, so that you know what to look out for when this does start to pop up in current price action. I hope this has been useful. Please let me know any insights or questions that you have in the comments.